I have the biggest mouth of anybody.
It's a problem of my life. And in fact, I think I'm going to have to get my wisdom teeth out.
You still have your wisdom teeth?
I have 2 of them.
That's why you're so wise. Oh. Hello, friends, and welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
And this is episode 8 of our show about shows. And a little bit of our Thanksgiving edition.
Yes.
Sprinkled in there a little bit.
Let's start by giving thanks.
Thank you to you. Thanks for watching. Let's start it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do today is our segment called TV Tidbits. Okay, Dr. S, let's have you go first.
Okay, I'm going to go first. So my TV tidbit is last night on SNL.
Yeah.
AKA Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Steve Carell hosted the show. It was his 3rd time ever, but the last time he did it was 10 years ago.
It was that long?
It was 10 years ago.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
That's what he said. I did not fact check him.
I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't fact check him, but I'm going to assume he wouldn't make up stuff.
No.
But it was hilarious because, we just talked about The Office on our show a few weeks ago. We added it to our Wall of Fame. And, everyone's always asking Steve Carell to do, like, the reboot of The Office. And he's like, no. So it was really funny because we had, like, people in the audience stand up to, like, pretend they were, like, audience members asking them to do a reboot. And then, like, people from The Office were on.
It was
so funny. I was, like, dying laughing. But my favorite was when Jenna Fisher stands up because she was, like, so not Pam in her segment.
Know.
Yeah, she called him the D word.
Oh.
Which I guess I can say dick because she said it and it was
NBC.
NBC.
Yeah, okay.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite part was when she says, people want to know what Pam and Jeff are up to.
Jeff. Kills me.
And he's like, it's Jem.
Yeah.
So that was funny. I just thought that was a really funny moment.
Yeah.
And really, we just talked about The Office.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That was a really good episode. It was a good monologue. And
he kind of tricked us. He kind of tricked us into thinking that they might actually be doing a reboot. But Steve Carell and I are kind of like soulmates, I think. Because he was like, we should just leave it be. Because it'll never be the same. And I kind of have that same philosophy about, like, if a show was already good, then just let it be. Let's not ruin a good thing.
You have a really great soulmate.
Yeah, he seems like a smart person.
Yeah, he's super cute. He's kind of a silver fox.
Eye to eye, Steve Carell. Yeah. And also Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, sorry.
The best. No, that's good. Okay, thank you. Well, my TV tidbit is about Game of Thrones. Oh my gosh, they announced when the final season will premiere, you guys. It's April 2019, which is what, like 5 months away?
Which is not as bad as we thought it was going to be.
No,
right?
I thought it was like the summer, maybe?
2020 or something.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have put it past
them. I think they heard you were a little bit upset.
Yeah, they saw this.
Speed it up because Tori of Tori Talks TV is like, get it together.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. So, we all have to rewatch all the seasons again. You out there, we need to know what's going on. There's like 1,000 characters we have to keep up with.
Yes.
Probably like 2,000 storylines. So
3 dragons.
Oh, yes, exactly. So we are going to actually be doing season reviews. So stay tuned, keep an eye out. In time, we will do our season reviews.
Subscribe if you'd like to be notified.
And then you'll know.
Yes, and then you'll have like the Cliff Notes of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Do they still make Cliff Notes?
We do.
Oh, there you go.
We
Tori's notes.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to be doing season reviews and then all the way up into the new season, we're going to do episode by episode. I got goosebumps.
Yeah,
that's so exciting.
It's exciting.
I can't wait for Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And, go Dany. I'm not biased or anything, but she is absolutely beautiful.
She's pretty amazing and awesome.
Oh my gosh, I know.
And her hair, though.
How do I get that?
I know, me too.
Without my hair falling out.
It's not possible.
I know, exactly. Okay, so stay tuned, everybody, for that. Let's go on to one of our weekly shows called The Voice.
This is The Voice.
All right.
I'm getting better at that.
I know. It's pretty. Yeah. They'd probably turn their chairs for you.
Away.
Away. The opposite way. All right. So as you know, we each have teams that we I don't mean to laugh, but we didn't do great when we chose our teams. Okay, so The Voice started off with Team Blake, and my team member, Kirk J., I love you so much. He sang One More Day.
Yes.
I really love him, and luckily, America voted for him to be in the top 13.
Good job, America.
Yes.
You did good.
Know, yeah, I do want to say one thing. I would like to hear him sing a more up-tempo song.
Okay.
I think I've only ever heard like ballad, slower songs. So, but Kirk J, I love you. I want you to win the whole thing.
We want to see variety.
Yeah, exactly. But I do want to say from Blake's team, Chris, he sang CCR, man. Those are my homies. Have you ever seen The Rain? Remember Chris with the longer hair? I love him. So I just wanted to give you a mention and shout out. Yeah. That was a great performance. Yes. And then the next team that went was Kelly.
Yes.
Oh. So your team member, Keith with the birds and the baby. He sang Someone Like You by Adele. Cute version.
It was adorable.
It was cute.
But that's a tough one, dude.
Was not chosen by America, and Kelly didn't save him.
It's okay.
But we'll miss you. We're inspired by you. And then next was my team member, Chevelle. Oh my gosh. She sang Grandpa. Tell me about the good old days. She's so little with that long, pretty hair. And I've never heard that song before, but that was really sweet.
I was okay with not. Usually when I haven't heard a song, I'm like, nobody's going to vote for this.
Yes.
But it was adorable. I would have voted.
Right.
If I was, a voter.
Well, you can be. But no, the tone of her voice is something super original.
Yeah, it's very different.
So, yay! Those people are still in it. Well, my Kirk J and my Chevelle.
We've got two.
Okay.
So far.
Let's move on. So, well, first, before I move on, also on Team Kelly, Kimberly did Radioactive. Powerhouse singer.
Yes, that was
you needed a shout out because that was beautiful. Yes. Okay. And then Team Adam is where things fell apart a little bit for us.
Okay.
So Radha sang Dusk Till Dawn. I think it was a great performance.
She did better than she had done the week before.
Agree.
For sure.
That was beautiful. Like, stellar.
Yes.
And then turns out America did not vote for her, and then Adam didn't choose her.
Yes.
He chose Tyke over her. Now, I get it. Tyke's like this cute little blonde kid, but he's a little not memorable in my opinion.
Adam has a thing for the not that great, but possibly could be good one day. Yeah, he has a thing. Yeah, he does this almost every season where I'm like, okay, I get that you see the potential, but there are people who are better. So I don't know. Well,
he didn't choose my guy either, Cameron, who's saying, I ain't living long like this. Well, I don't know what that was. It was okay.
It's okay.
But I would have chosen Radha over Tyke and my guy, to be honest with you. So I don't think that was fair. And
I wasn't surprised, though. I wasn't surprised.
Really?
Because it's Adam.
Oh.
Yes,
Adam.
I get it.
All right. So then next was Team J HUD, and your team member, Sandy Red. Yeah. She's saying No More Drama. It's a great song.
Yes.
And she was not voted by America to be in the top 13, but Jennifer kept her.
Yes.
Good job, J HUD.
I'm a little worried about Sandy Red because she's not won a single thing.
Oh.
Didn't win the battle, didn't win the knockout. She's always been saved, and J HUD saved her again.
But why?
I just don't know. She's so good.
And she's got a cool style. Her hair is all to one side.
Her story's good. She's amazing. Yeah. There's just some, disconnect or some connection thing. It's okay, though. But we get to see her at least one more week.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So, also another honorable mention for us on J HUD is Mackenzie.
Yes.
She's perfection.
I was really happy.
I wish that I had chosen her. I know. She's amazing.
Me too.
Yeah. So it looks like as it stands right now, I have Kirk J and Chevelle, my team, and you have Sandy Red. Perfect. We're fine. We're going to go far.
Okay.
Everything's going to be great. And then we have to talk about the comeback artist who won. It was against Ayana and Linnea, and Linnea won.
Linnea won, which I would have voted for Linnea too.
I would have too between the two, but I will tell you there was some controversy.
Oh, I did not know. Tell me.
Because these comeback artists, they're saying they're not really at the caliber as the people that went home, like Radha.
Yes, I actually would agree with that. I would agree. When we saw them on stage, I was a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I do have to, again, I think I want to add Ariana Grande to the list of people's songs that maybe you should stay away from.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because the song that... what was her name? Not Linnea.
Ayana
chose. Such a good song.
Yeah.
And Ariana Grande is so stylistic in that song. And her voice is perfect. that you can't help but compare.
That's true.
And you're just not going to win.
You set yourself up for a loss there.
And according to the votes that we saw on screen, she like got killed.
Oh my gosh. Seriously.
85 to 15. I was like, take that graphic off.
Right?
That's embarrassing.
So she did get to choose a coach though, and she chose Kelly. Oh,
perfect. And Kelly was crying. Did you see her crying?
I didn't see her crying.
She was like wiping the tears away.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Of course she
was.
was.
Didn't really know why. It wasn't like that moving.
But good for her. She was happy to have her
on
the
the two, I would have chosen Linnea as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yes. So there you go. Let's see what happens with our top 13.
I have a question for you. Oh. Well, I have 1 point to make though. Oh, so, you know, there was a performance by Kane Brown.
Yeah.
He's performed on The Voice before.
Yeah.
And I just have to say, I'm not a country music fan.
No.
But when I see this guy perform, I'm like, okay, I can kind of get with that country music.
He's easy on the eyes,
He is. He's got some cool moves.
He's a beautiful man.
Yeah. So one thing I want to say about The Voice is I get to hear a lot of different genres of music, both the contestants and then the people that they bring on to perform.
Yes.
And I was like, I get it.
Impressed.
Country music. Yeah. And then second, I just wanted to add a little, let's say we could save somebody and bring them to our teams. Not saying that we would or we're going to count these people, but if you could save somebody, who would it be?
Okay, kind of put me on the spot.
I'm so sorry.
There,
Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, so my person that I would save, Sarah Grace.
Oh, but she did.
No, but I mean for my team.
Oh, I see, from your team.
Yes, for my team, because I'm down to one.
Oh.
Yes, just saying, if I could save anybody, it would be Sarah Grace, because from the moment I saw her, I was drawn to the fact that she has superpowers.
That's superpower, I know.
And I wanted to put her on my team just from that, but I didn't because I didn't think her performance in the very beginning was that excellent. But now I really wish that I did not second guess myself. Aww. She's amazing and she has superpowers.
I know, and she is in the top 13, so good for her. You know what? I'm going to have to say I'd say Radha. I'm sorry, but she did not deserve to go.
She did really well.
Yeah. I think that wasn't fair, but... Okay. That's just me.
Just curious.
No, that's a good question. Oh, lightning round. Yes. Go. Okay, so that's The Voice. We'll see what happens. Yes. We still have people in the game. We're good. We're good to go.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to another one of our newer segments called Humor Me. So this is where we get 60 seconds to talk about anything we want, but we've been talking about the same thing every week. So her guilty pleasure, my guilty pleasure. So, I actually am going to start this.
You're going first?
If you don't mind. Well, I mean, like, you went first before.
Yeah,
so
no,
I'll
that's
go
fine.
First now. All right. So, let's put 60 seconds on the clock, please. All right. So, my Humor Me is about Teen Mom, okay? And Teen Mom, this last episode, not so exciting, but you know, it's kind of cool. So there's the Teen Mom, the OGs that have been on since the beginning, and then there's two new ones. The new Gs is what we call them. So the older ones are Macy, Amber, and Caitlin. Love them so much. But the new ones are Cheyenne. You don't know who she is, but she was on a show on MTV. Cool. But then Bristol Palin, I know you know who she is. She's the original Teen Mom. Yeah. So we have these two new Gs and these three old G's? Yeah. And they're going to meet for the first time. So it's a little tense. Because the thing is, I understand why everybody's on there except Cheyenne. She's not a teen mom. She's like 24 with the new baby. I don't know. But so they're kind of like, I don't know. And I guess MTV didn't alert them before that they're going to have these two new people. So anyway, it was a clash of the new cast. But you know what? It worked out. It was harmonious in the end. So that's honestly what most of the episode was about. And maybe a little bit of the guy that has the opioid addiction. But he's in rehab. I'm done. Okay.
That was really good.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a lot, but if you just see the build-up, it was good.
It sounds like they're setting the stage for something.
Yes,
Sometimes good TV requires setting the stage.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. There's like, stuff happens, or we need to set the stage for stuff to happen.
Right. Exactly. Thanks, Dr. S.
I know some stuff about TV.
You know a lot about TV.
There are a lot of G's. There's a lot of G's.
The new G's are the old G's.
Old G's.
But then they call them OGs.
A lot of G's in my show.
It gets confusing.
A lot of G's in my show, too. Isn't that weird? Isn't that
interesting. Weird? There are.
There are.
Speaking of which, are you ready to go? Okay, 60 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Okay, so my Humor Me is about Riverdale. So last week we ended with Betty discovering that Jughead is possibly addicted to playing Griffins and Gargoyles, G&G for short. But we learn at the beginning of this episode that Jughead is not addicted. He's just getting inside the game to get behind the mindset of the game master, the Gargoyle King, who possibly is responsible for murders, both past and present. Also, we go back to Archie in juvie. Remember, Archie's in jail. He's part of this fight club. His girlfriend, Veronica, realizes that he's part of this fight club. She vows to get him out of juvie.
No.
Yes, she's like, I will rescue you. The next fight, pool drain. You can escape through there. So they have this plan. And then this beautifully amazing parallel sequence situation. Jughead is like masterminding this whole Griffins and Gargoyles game, parallel with Veronica getting Archie out of prison. And then all of a sudden they emerge. They rescue the Red Paladin. They realize the Warden is involved in it. And guess what? They think the Warden's a Gargoyle King.
You're done! Oh my gosh!
Oh, well then you'll have to wait till next week to find out if he is the Gargoyle King.
But do you know?
I do know.
Oh, wow.
But
that was really good.
I didn't say it fast enough, so I can't tell you the answer till next week.
But a lot happened in that.
Lots of G's. Isn't that weird?
The letter for this episode is G. Yeah, G. All right. So, good job.
I'm really tired.
I was really into it. I got really tense about it. Okay, so I can't wait till next episode we find out.
I saw the clock and I was like, oh crap.
It's intense. It's scary under these lights too. It's a lot of pressure.
I know.
Okay, so we're going to move on to another show. Okay, so this show we're talking about is Ozark. We're going to talk about season 1. There have been 2 seasons, but we're going to review season 1. Buckle up. Keep your hands and arms and feet and everything in because it's going to be a bumpy ride. So, are you ready to talk about season 1 of Ozark?
I'm ready.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say that this show kind of had like a Breaking Bad feel. Did you not get that vibe? Kind of?
Tell me why.
Well, there's like, it's like underground, like drug selling meth. You know?
Yeah, like
business.
You're like, does this type of stuff happen?
Yes.
Yes.
It made me fearful.
It makes you happy for your boring life that you live.
Yeah.
That doesn't involve illegal stuff.
Drugs, man.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I'm like, I don't feel like my life is boring, but then I see stuff like this on TV and I think, I'll take boring any day.
I would like the simple life.
Just versus I'm good.
Yes.
I'm happy with the amount of money I make. Don't offer me anymore. No, I'm good.
We're good where we are. So, this show follows Marty Bird. He is a financial advisor from Chicago whose biggest client is, you know, Mexican drug cartel. Like, that's not weird, right? No big deal. Gosh, it really just, like, starts off and it just, like, throws you into it. Yes. Because you see his friend, maybe his best friend and his partner. Okay, his partner made a bad decision trying to dip into the cartel money.
Dip. Just be happy with what you have.
Don't be greedy, man.
Don't be greedy.
Yeah,
that's the moral of the story.
Right. Well, really, though.
Seriously, I'm not kidding.
But no, he ends up actually getting killed because of it, and other people as well. So you're thinking, okay, Marty's going to get killed too because he was in on it. But the little smooth talker that he is, he convinces the drug cartel to, he's like, hey, I got it. I'll make this money back and more. We just got to move our operation to, you know, the Lake of the Ozarks. So random. Why? Because it's under the radar, right? So basically the business is he's got to launder $8 million. He's got to clean $8 million.
Clean it.
Yeah. But I mean, he's got to tell his family, like, by the way,
we're going to move to the Ozarks.
Like really random and completely different from Chicago. So then that's when we get to meet his family. So he's got 2 kids, Charlotte and Jonah. Yeah. And then his wife is Wendy. And turns out they don't have such a great marriage.
She's got stuff going on.
Yeah. She's
got a lover.
She has a lover. She's having an affair with their lawyer. I want to say.
Something like that.
Yeah. So when she finds out that they have to move to the Ozarks, because she does know about this whole money laundering thing. So then she's in jeopardy, and then the lawyer gets thrown out of a balcony.
That was like, so one of the things that's really interesting about Ozark is like the pace of it. It's like, it's not like super fast pace. Just like car chases and all this stuff, but then all of a sudden like, boom, let's kill someone.
Yeah. Like you just, a body falls down.
You're like, oh, well, there takes care of that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's move to the Ozarks, I guess.
I'm sure Marty was happy about it, though. I'm not going to lie.
Works out well.
Yeah. So they end up moving to the Ozarks, whatever you want to call it, and they meet some pretty shady people when they get there.
Yes.
To say the least. Including this family of delinquents, the Langmores.
The Langmores.
Which is kind of run by the 19-year-old little smarty pants.
She's really cool.
Ruth Langmore. I think she's cool, too.
I cannot stop looking at this girl. She's in The Americans. You know, the actress. her name, Julia Garner.
She stole the show.
That name. Watch.
She's gonna go far, kid.
Mark my words, people. She's gonna be super famous and win awards.
She really steals the show.
Yes, she is. Mm-hmm.
So she's part of the whole Langmore family now. I think she's just kind of like the leader as of now, but her dad is actually like finishing out his prison sentence. Cade, he's technically the leader of the Langmores. So they end up. She's real sassy and she's real like, you can't tell me what to do. But she does end up becoming an ally for Marty and running one of the businesses he uses to launder the money. The strip club. And she does a great job.
Yes.
Right.
And right when, like, she thinks she has him, he has her. So they're kind of intertwined in this whole thing. Like, I don't know who has the power in that relationship. That's what I think is really interesting.
Yeah, that's so true. It's an unlikely pairing, too.
It is.
Yeah. Middle-aged man, 19-year-old girl. Yes. But, so he has that business, but then he also has the other business, which is like this resort, which is run by Rachel. She's the owner.
Yes. Like a bar type tavern-y.
And they like come there like 4th of July.
Yes.
Because it's on the lake.
At the Ozark.
Yeah. I mean, you can launder money that way, I guess. But this Rachel girl, I really wanted to like her, but she ends up stealing money out of the wall. I said it. Out of the wall.
Because you're hiding money in the wall.
That's where they have to hide it.
When you're a money launderer, you need to hide money in wherever you can hide it.
You know what? That's fine. Good for you. That's a hard life to live. So, speaking of which, there's this FBI agent that is... He's so creepy!
He's so creepy!
First of all, but they're on to them, and they're following them. And I think his name is Roy. Did I write that down? Yeah. His name is Roy, the Fed. He just scares me. I don't really want to know him. But yeah, he's great acting, by the way.
He's a really good actor.
He's following them, and then he seduces... Russ Langmore, the uncle of Pretty Blonde. Yes, Ruth. So he literally seduces him into kind of like working with the FBI.
Yes.
And
also having sex.
Yes.
Because it's not just a metaphorical seduction.
Right.
It's a actual
sexual
literal seduction.
Yes, it is. But I really do think he has feelings for us. They have feelings for each other.
But they can't admit this because FBI world and Ozark world, I don't think that homosexual attraction is allowed.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't think so. But why Ruth is so cool is that she is so loyal to Marty that she kills her own family.
Yes.
And I'm talking about Russ Langmore and his brother, her other uncle.
She killed her uncle.
For Marty! To protect him from the feds. So, I'm all Team Ruth now. At first I was like, you're such a jerk. But she's actually working with our dude, so we get. But no, I was sad about Russ, and like the FBI agent was visibly like, he was upset. Like, he wasn't okay with it. Yeah. I don't know, she did something with the wire, like electrocuted him on the lake.
So she like
Is that what it was?
Made the metal ladder, like electrocute him.
That's right.
Water, electricity, not good together.
Right.
He got fried.
They both did on the boat. It was awful. No remorse. I think she felt bad. But anyway, so then there's other people that are involved that are kind of actually innocent. The preacher, Mason.
Oh.
Okay, so this guy is just trying to do right by the Lord.
Yes.
And he's preaching on the lake and has no idea that there's like his parishioners are actually trafficking drugs in the Bibles.
In the Bibles.
Poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
I know.
He has a wife who is pregnant.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't have a wife.
But he has a baby.
Yes. They kill the wife, and what I mean by they is the Snells.
The Snells.
They're evil.
I mean, there's no proof of this.
That's true. You don't see any of this happen, but the Snells are like a husband and wife couple, and they're running this like heroin thing.
Farm. Poppy farm.
Oh, that's what it is. Yes.
Heroin, opium, poppies.
Right. So Preacher Mason finds out about it, and he's like, you can't be doing that.
No.
That's not.
No.
God wouldn't want that. And he's like, no, I'm not going to stand for that. So then their revenge is to, kill the pregnant wife, but like probably cut out the baby.
Because the baby's there. The wife's not there. We don't know what happened to the wife.
I have no idea what happened to the wife.
But what about when he was like baptizing the baby though?
I thought he was going to kill
Everyone did.
the baby.
I think we did. And I was like...
He held the baby under there for a long time.
If this happens...
Not watching it.
Canceling Netflix, maybe.
Not happening.
Never watching Netflix again.
Exactly.
Or Ozark. Or Netflix.
Right.
Might be bad at both of you.
I thought it was going to happen.
I did.
But this poor guy is now like a single father.
Teen dad.
He didn't mean for any of this to happen either. No. So... poor Marty's ruining lives of people that he doesn't mean to. But he's just trying to keep his family safe. And he even tries to make his family run and give them new identities, remember?
Yes.
But they can't do it. No, have to stay with their man. Yeah, with their guy. So then Marty thinks he's going to catch a break when he connects the Mexican drug cartel, Del, the leader, with the Snells. Del and Snell. Oh, I just thought of that right now. That's crazy. So he's like, okay, this is my way out. So he's like, you guys can work together and then I'll be set free. But Dum Dum Del calls Mrs. Snell a redneck.
Never.
And then what happens, Dr. S?
I am never going to use the word redneck again.
Because it could get you
shot in the face. Shot in the face.
Exactly. So, yeah. That's where we leave off. What's Marty gonna do?
Those Snells, though, man.
That's some kind of evil I can't explain.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned for when we review season 2. Can't wait to see what happens. What a show. A shirt show.
Yes.
I say shirt show because that's from The Good Place. They don't cuss on The Good Place instead of the S where they say shirt. So it's a shirt show.
Shirt show.
That's why I said it. Okay.
Shirt your mouth.
Shirt the fork up. Oh, I can say shut. Okay.
Sure, I could have said
messed it up, man. Okay. So let's move on to our favorite segment, and it's perfect for Thanksgiving. It's our Fab Five. I have you slated as going first with your number 5, Doctor. So this is our top 5 favorite Thanksgiving TV episodes. All right, Doctor.
Okay, so my number 5 is from How I Met Your Mother. Slapsgiving.
Oh.
From season 3.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Oh my gosh, I remember like there was a slap bet going on.
Yes.
And like Marshall owed oh my god, Barney 3 slaps, and he's like, slap number 3 is coming to you on Thanksgiving.
I totally forgot about that.
And he puts all these like, you know those when you're a kid and you make the turkey hands?
Yeah.
He has turkey hands all over the apartment. Like Barney is like, oh crap.
Oh my gosh, I totally
it's
forgot
coming.
About that.
Slapsgiving.
Oh, Slapsgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, good one. Okay, my number 5 is from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's season 4, episode 8. I feel like you know this because you chose it too, but we'll find out. So, you know, it's just like a normal Thanksgiving in the Buffy Summers house. You know, it's a demon slaying hijinks, as always. But, okay, well, honestly, what I remember about it is that they're all sitting at their Thanksgiving table and Spike is tied up. And they're just like going about their, you know, day, their Thanksgiving day. And then, but super cute Anya, who's one of my favorite characters. Anya says, I'm going to quote her, to commemorate a past event, you kill and eat an animal. It's a ritual sacrifice with pie. She's so cute. She has no idea what's going on. Anyway, that was my number 5. Good job,
Good
Buffy.
one. That's a super good one.
Okay.
Spike tied up with the arrows.
Doesn't say Thanksgiving at all.
No.
But for Buffy, it does.
Yes.
Okay, number 4. Go ahead.
Number 4. Okay, so my number 4 is from Friends.
Oh, is it?
It is. It's the very first season.
Oh.
Got the keys.
Oh, no. Poor Monica.
In my whole, I always, like, every now and then in my life, if anyone is looking for their keys, I'm always like, got the keys. Got the keys.
Oh my gosh, because they got locked out and she's cooking
and they burned. Thanksgiving gets burnt. And I know there are many Thanksgiving episodes on Friends, but that's like the first one, and it sets the stage for all the other.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. Oh,
got
good
the
one.
Keys? No, I said it got the keys.
Oh, man.
And then Chandler goes, but does anyone have the keys? Does anyone actually have the keys?
That's right.
Oh, keys.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, my number 4 is from a show called Everybody Loves Raymond. It's season 3, episode 10, and it's called No Fat. I'll explain. So, Marie Barone and her husband are trying to cut out the fat diet, you know, have a healthy lifestyle, right? So, they make a turkey out of tofu. I call it tofurkey. The funniest, so this is the vision that I get when I think of this episode, is that here comes Marie all proud of her little tofu turkey. It's like jiggly. This gelatinous bird. It's shaped like a turkey too. And the guys are just like not having it. And she tried so hard. Anyway, bless her heart. That's one of my favorite ones.
I remember that one.
Do you remember? Okay.
Yep.
Good old Doris Roberts. All right, number 3.
Okay, so mine is from a show that I know you don't watch, but it's very good. It's Gossip Girl.
Okay.
Thanksgiving was super important to this show.
Oh, really?
Because, I mean, it was a very dramatic show to begin with, but lots of drama happened.
Oh.
Yes. So the very first season, it was a flashback to a year before the show starts. And it's called Blair Waldorf Must Pie.
What does that mean?
It's just like Blair Waldorf must die, except that she loves pie.
Okay.
But Gossip Girl also had a lot of serious storylines, a mixed, like, it's crazy, superficial, like, fashion story things. And they revealed that Blair has bulimia in the episode. And, like, Thanksgiving is a time in which she has a lot of, like, issues come up, and she's...
Oh, no. Did she purge?
She purges.
Oh.
And there's just, like... They handle it in such a way that it's very moving, but then also we get to see some things that are only referred to prior to that. Like, so Blake Lively, who plays Serena, is like known as a party girl, but we only ever hear about it. But since this is a flashback episode, we get to see it.
Oh, cool.
And it's like the only time that we get to see her be a party girl. So it kind of like sets the stage for the rest of the show's Thanksgiving episodes. Kind of like I chose Friends first one because I think based on the success of that, they're like, let's do this every year.
Every year. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh,
Gossip Girl.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Well, my number 3 is from Roseanne, one of my favorite shows. It's called We Gather Together. It's season 2, episode 9. If you've ever watched a Roseanne Thanksgiving episode, they're a little dysfunctional, but it's really funny because you get to see everything from Roseanne waking up at 5 a.m. and she's like, I have to stuff this bird's butt with stuffing, and she's like bitter about it, but that's what a lot of people do. They're waking up early. And then also you see like the kind of like the conflict between like adults and like their parents, and like because of course Jackie's mom is always giving her a hard time about not being married, you know, anyway. And then there's the kids table. Anyway, it's just like very relatable is what I think. I mean, all of their Thanksgiving episodes are good, but I don't know why I remember that one the most. So that is why that's my number 3.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is a stressful time in people's lives.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
Also full of joy and giving thanks.
We're so thankful.
Yes.
For the stress. All right, number 2.
Number 2 is actually from This Is Us.
No way!
Pilgrim Rick.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh. So Pilgrim Rick. I chose the picture of Kevin wearing the hat.
Oh, thank you so much for doing that. Oh my gosh.
So I don't know, this, like, the way they handled Thanksgiving, it's from season 1.
Right.
They just, I mean, it's so good.
They never get it wrong.
It was perfection. And then Miguel.
Well,
God, I don't know why.
Oh, it's so hard for Miguel to try. He's trying to, like, you know, fit in and be a part of the tradition.
Gosh, if you guys have not seen Thanksgiving on This Is Us, just watch it. It's so good.
It's worth it.
It's so good.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's very moving.
So my number 2 is from This Is Us.
Shut up.
Season 1, episode 8, Pilgrim Rick.
It's so good, right?
I can't.
So funny. Season 2.
Okay, so yes. Basically, they get stranded on their way.
Yes, the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's Jack and Rebecca with the 3 little.
The car breaks down.
Yes, the big 3.
Yes.
And the car breaks down, and they're stuck in like a motel, like a weird motel off wherever, in the middle of nowhere. And Jack, being like the best dad in the world, he finds a little hat, and he says, "I'm Pilgrim Rick," and he like makes a whole thing of it, and they eat like convenience store like hot dogs. I think was like their Thanksgiving. Yeah, so. Right there with
so
you.
Good. I almost didn't want to choose something so new because I was like, oh, it has to be classic. Like, but then I was like, you know, it was so good.
It was so sweet. Good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we chose the
so
same one, same number. That's so cool. I love
that's like when we did the OC house. Number 2. Okay.
I like this. Okay, so number 1.
So my number 1 is actually Pangs, the episode from Buffy. I know. I mean, it was so good. What I loved about it is that, you know, Thanksgiving, like when I grew up, it was always like, there's the Pilgrims and the Indians, and we dress up and we sit down and have a nice, peaceful meal together.
Right.
And Willow was just like, excuse me, that is not the way it went down. And Joss Whedon was like, I'm going to do this show where we really talk about, like, the violence.
Keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real. And Willow's like all about like talking about the atrocities of like these pilgrims coming and like what they did to the Native Americans.
Yes.
And of course these Native Americans, so we have like the Chumash tribe, they give Xander syphilis.
Oh, that's right.
They like are mad And they're attacking the Scooby Gang, and they deserve to attack them. And, like, it's unabashed. It's fine.
How can we forget
I know.
that? Yeah.
I've never seen a show that was, like, critical of, like, the Thanksgiving, like, mythology and ideology. And I really appreciated that Joss Whedon did that.
Thank you, Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon, you're amazing.
My
and
hero.
also, Spike getting shot with all those arrows. He's, like, all tied up. And, in addition,
yes,
this was the same year that Angel spun off.
Oh, it was?
Yes, but we also did get to see Angel peeking through the window, like, watching people have fun.
Angel.
And at the end, in the final, like, there's always, like, the end where, like, the bad guy gets taken out. In this case, it was the Chumash, who became, like, a bear.
Oh.
But Angel actually came in and, like, participated in the big fight, but it was really short. Like, he helped and killed.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, I have to rewatch this.
But I read a little thing about how they really wanted to do this more drawn out thing where Angel got to be more involved in the fight, but, you know, a show on TV is like 42 minutes.
Right.
So they had to cut that out.
Gotcha. Okay.
But also, this was a time when they were really, like, all about the quick crossover. So in that same week, Buffy was on Angel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
okay.
that's when they were still, like, kind of doing the crossovers. But then
neat.
soon they kind of parted ways, and there was no more Angel and Buffy in the same show. Yeah. So pangs.
Well, I obviously agree with that.
Such
one.
a good show.
It's one of my
Joss
top
Whedon.
5 too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my number one's gonna go to Friends, but we're gonna talk about season 5, episode 8, the one with all the Thanksgiving.
That was a close.
So
I know.
Okay.
I know. Turkey on the head.
That is the vision
Almost,
that
I know.
That is, when I think of Thanksgiving on TV,
Yes.
I think of Monica wearing a freaking turkey on her head, and she puts the little sunglasses on.
The big sunglasses.
The big sunglasses on. Okay, do you know why? She's trying to cheer up Chandler because she ends up cutting off his toe. The tip of his toe.
And Chandler's, like, not so big on Thanksgiving.
His parents announced their divorce on Thanksgiving. He's a little bitter. I don't think he's ever had a good Thanksgiving. Obviously, he got his toe cut off. But yeah, so...
The turkey on the head.
That's all I can
It's
see.
so good.
And she's shimmying with this turkey on her head, and then she, like, gets it stuck. And then I remember Joey, like, comes in not knowing that she's doing that, and he's like, ah! And he, like, runs away, and she's like, she has no idea what just happened. Anyway, it's worth watching that. Oh, but yours as well.
But also, what was really important about that episode was when it's the first time Chandler says, I love you.
When she has it on her head.
He's like, oh my
you
God,
don't see
I
her
love you.
face, but she's like,
yeah.
What?
He's like, oh my God, I love you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a big part of it.
I almost chose that one. It was so close. Just the turkey.
There's so many.
Turkey on the head alone.
That's what I think of, honestly.
But I still, like, got the keys. I don't know why that's so funny.
Got the keys?
Got the keys? No, I said she said got the keys, and they're like, no, you said got the keys. Like, one little inflection.
Good old
Thanksgiving's ruined.
Yeah, exactly.
That was fun.
Oh my gosh. That was better
5.
than I thought. I would like to say that I made this prediction before we got on the air today. I said we're going to have at least 2 that are the same.
Yeah.
We kind of did.
We did.
We did.
Yeah. I thought you were going to have Slapsgiving.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. That is so good. I'm glad you included that. That's so funny.
Oh, that was good. That was fun.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving,
Oh,
everyone,
right.
by the way.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Watch any of these or all of these.
Yes.
Yes.
Play us again that day.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so time to move on. Speaking of, we talked about This Is Us. We had the same episode, so let's talk about This Is Us.
Oh, we missed you.
Oh, yeah.
A week without This Is Us feels like an eternity.
It didn't feel right.
Yeah. I was like...
I feel like I was missing something, like a limb. Underwear, maybe. Yeah.
Underwear.
It's intense. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I meant that. All right. So we start the episode with, we see that Jack's necklace apparently belongs to a deceased Vietnamese soldier, but it, like, kind of made the rounds somehow.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused, but that's okay. Yeah.
Well, I think there's intentional, like, is it important or not?
Right.
Because when we see Kevin go, he sees it's just a typical necklace that's made in a souvenir shop. So maybe he went all the way across the world for no reason. There's a lot of unanswered questions.
Exactly. Speaking of which, yeah, so Kevin and Zoe, they fly to Vietnam to figure out what's up with this necklace and who's the lady in the picture. And we kind of get to learn a little bit more about Zoe. Oh. So, you know, Kevin's all excited. They're, like, being driven to wherever they're staying. And he's like, oh, let's do, like, a Instagram photo or whatever. And she's like, oh, no, please don't post that. And he's like, why?
Or don't tag me.
Don't tag me.
Don't tag me.
Right. And she's like, well, you know, my father lives in China and doesn't want him to know that she's there. And you're like, why? And Kevin, you can see he's a little bit like, okay, I guess, whatever. But he drops it, right? But then, you know, we get to see later on after...
When she's like... So they ate bat.
It makes me feel sad.
They ate some...
They
didn't eat it.
She did.
She ate bat. And I'm not saying that bat will make you sick, but it made her sick.
Well, now you know. I mean, you're taking a risk if you eat bat. But she's like sitting in the bathtub, I believe. Well,
maybe people eat bat all the time and it's fine. But maybe her stomach, it did not agree with her.
But it goes along with the episode, so it's okay. So she actually comes out and says that the reason why she didn't want her father to know is because he sexually abused her as a child. And my heart dropped.
Oh my gosh. It was very sad. Like, very, very moving. And then what she says to Kevin is, he's already ruined so many things in my life. The reason I'm telling you is because I don't want him to ruin this.
It's not going to ruin this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
very moving. Yeah. That was super sweet. You got to see another side of Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that storyline. Also, we have to talk about Jack and Rebecca on their little road trip to LA from Pittsburgh. So they're going because Rebecca's going to audition for a record label. Jack's going to visit, we don't know who. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, Fred is what he says. So along the way, they're staying at these motels. And these motels have like, you know, double queen, 2 beds. Wow.
Well, no.
Little cutie pies that they are. Rebecca decides, I'm going to jump in bed with Jack.
They get it on, people.
They make whoopee.
They have chemistry.
I can be really old about it.
Let's just say, yeah.
Lots of whoopee.
Whoopee.
Do you remember from Match Game?
Yes, I do.
I sure do. They did a lot of it, and good for them. They're so cute. So we also see that Jack has a nightmare, maybe. It's a bad dream, and he's like startled, and Rebecca wants to know, like, what's wrong? Tell me. She knows it has to do with Vietnam.
And she's very respectful of like not pushing him too much, but she really wants to know, and he definitely doesn't want to talk about it. I don't
want to talk about it. Yeah, exactly. So then when they're visiting Rebecca's friend, right? So they're at this like house in LA.
In the hills.
In the hills, I figured.
It looked like the hills.
You would know, you're from there. Yeah. But yeah, so Rebecca and Jack are there with their friends and they're opening a champagne bottle and that pop scares Jack.
He's got shell shock.
Exactly, shell shock. So he's like ready, he's on the defense, he's like protecting Rebecca, and they're like, no man, it's cool, but he can't help it. And you know what, it made me think of our troops today that are coming back. I know it's been a long time, but they're still coming back from the war, and that's a real thing when there's fireworks going on. Any little pop like that scares them. So I thought about you guys. I love you guys. Thanks
and then those flashbacks to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I love This Is Us is like that storytelling mechanism where they like flash back and kind of build like how did Jack become the person that he is.
Right.
And so there's a part of the storyline where he needs a ride back to
right.
And so he hitches a ride with a Vietnamese guy.
Yeah.
And the guy, he's like very like he's kind of cagey, like, I'll take you, I won't take you.
Know about him.
Let me take you.
Yeah.
And we see him, like, interact with his family. He seems like a good guy. And then when he stops at this one spot, he drops off these cans.
Yes, and we know what those cans are for.
These cans, they flash back, and these cans have been used to make, like, landmines.
Explosives. Yes.
So then Jack confronts him, and he's just like, what are you? Are you VC? Are you Viet Cong? And he goes, sometimes.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like, I think that broke Jack.
Right.
Because he was like, I want to see like good versus bad. This is the enemy and this is not. And it's like this guy who's a good guy and he's just trying to like do what he can. And he's like, yeah, sometimes, yeah. Like, I don't know. So I feel like that's part of, we still don't know what happened with Jack in Vietnam with Nikki.
I know. So yeah, he's trying to get Nikki. He like talks to his like boss and he's like, I want him to come back with me. And be with me. I need to take care of my little brother. How cute is that?
Because his dad told him, that's your job, take care of your brother.
Right. So the guy's like, no, that's against our policy. We can't do that. But then he does ultimately, he lets Nikki be with him. He says, you got 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen? 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
He was acting up.
He was like, you should have let me rot.
I know.
What is happening?
I don't know.
And we know he's It's not a secret.
We do know this already. So I mean, we're going to see the demise of Nikki.
I missed something?
No.
Nikki, we're not. No. I know. I keep hoping that I misunderstood something.
No.
And that Nikki's going to come back.
I mean, we have hope, but
I have wishful
we're going to be realistic.
All right.
So the last thing we should talk about, is Rebecca goes and she auditions for the record label.
Yes.
And, she sings her heart out. She does the best she can. And the guy's like, okay, great, thanks, keep in touch. And then she's like, no, but like, just tell me straight up, like, what's up, right? Like,
I like how she was just like, just tell me.
Just tell me, right?
Get it going.
Let's do it. So he's like, where are you from? She's like, Pittsburgh. He's like, well, you were Pittsburgh good.
Ooh, it's kind of slap in the face.
But I think that in a way she was like, I'll be Pittsburgh good too. Like, she took it in stride.
Yes, I think she processed it, and then she was like, yeah, that's fine with me, because I also feel like they were like, the LA life, really not for them.
I don't think so either. So while she's doing that, Jack's off visiting the family, the parents of this soldier that he believes he's responsible for, like, his death. Yes. And what a sweet, heartwarming, touching moment when he's like, I'm sorry, like, I'm responsible for your kid's death. And they were like, no. Dad's like, it's okay, son.
That was very moving.
Oh, that was so sweet. So they're off doing their own thing. Then, Jack picks her up in the car and he's like, how did it go? She tells him, and then she sings for him. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And he had previously said to her, like, he doesn't cry. Never cries.
Never cries. So keep that in mind, right? I don't cry. That's not what I do.
But Milo Ventimiglia, though, what a good actor.
Oh, Milo. I love you so much. Milo. Potato. So she's singing in the car. He literally turns his head and he starts.
The way he fights back.
The tears. He starts crying.
I was like, oh my God, you're killing me. You're killing me.
That was so sweet. And, it was cute. I want to say that when they were at that party, her friend calls her Becky. And she's like, nobody calls me Becky but that. So when she gets in the car, he's like, hey, Beck.
Yes.
She's like, nobody's ever called me Beck.
He calls her that.
And he calls her Beck all the way through.
Oh. And she's like, I like that. And it's funny, like, the way he was fighting back the tears. I feel like that's how I fight back the tears every single time I watch This Is Us. I'm like, not gonna cry.
Really?
Not gonna cry. Oh, God.
Now it's your turn to cry. This Is Us.
So good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
so good. That was a really good episode.
It really was.
I didn't realize that till just now when we reviewed it.
In the talking.
How good it was.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. It wasn't, like, crazy full of stuff, but yet those things were, like, so meaningful.
Oh, my gosh. Those little things. So we got to see Zoe and Kevin and Jack and Rebecca, and it was a beautiful episode.
Do you think they're going to do something Thanksgiving, though, this week?
I don't know.
Do you think Pilgrim Rick will be
He's going to make another cameo. Who's going to wear the hat?
Oh,
who's going to be Pilgrim Rick? Because, they had a problem with Miguel wearing it.
But then he wore it.
Oh,
it was so good. Toby?
Maybe. Oh.
Toby didn't Toby fall on the table that day?
Oh, yeah. So much happened.
Oh, we're going to have to recap.
We'll see. Well, we'll let you know next time. All right. Let's move on to our segment called Worth a Watch. Where we're going to recommend something we think you should be watching. So I'm first. Okay. So this is obviously very appropriate. It is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is the 92nd. Wow. I said it. 92nd Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, live from New York. Live, quote unquote. So obviously everybody should be watching it. I don't know if you are, but it really is worth it. It really brings you into the Thanksgiving spirit. They're known for their floats and their balloons. And you can watch it really on any channel, NBC and CBS. It's fun. It just gets you in the spirit. I mean, you're either watching football or you're watching the parade, or both, or while you're cooking. So there's going to be 16 giant character balloons, 43 novelty balloons, 26 floats, including Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh. I was a huge fan. # elderly millennial. I love Teenage
Elderly millennial. I like that.
I love those turtles. Anyway, then there's going to be some musical performances. Apparently, there's going to be a performance by the new Broadway musical called King Kong. Oh. Interesting for a musical. I'm open to it.
Sure. I wonder if King Kong sings.
I hope he does. With
this,
beating his chest.
Drum.
And then there's some animated characters that are gonna make a little cameo, including Pikachu.
I was gonna say Pokemon.
Yeah, Pikachu. Yeah, the Grinch, Dragon Ball Z.
Nice.
So cute. So it's for everyone. It's for the kids. It's for the adults. It's for everyone. So please make sure you watch it at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
That's my worth a watch.
I like that.
Thanks. How about you, Dr. S?
Okay, so my worth a watch is, it's not so obscure, but I know that for the show 13 Reasons Why, a lot of people stopped watching after season 1.
That's me.
Guilty over here.
Yep.
And you're not the only one.
Really?
I've actually tried to talk to a lot of people about this show because the first season was a phenomenon. Everyone was watching it, talking about it. And a lot of people think like, okay, we already know what happened to Hannah. We saw it graphically on the screen. It's over now. So what's the point?
That's exactly what I thought. That was my process. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
So I just have to say that it is worth a watch.
Really?
Something happens at the end of this season that is literally the most disturbing thing I've ever seen on TV.
More than what happened in the first season.
Yes. Because we knew that was coming. We knew that was coming.
Okay.
The premise of 13 Reasons Why is that Hannah commits suicide. Yeah. Happens in the very beginning. And season 2, by the end of season 2, we already saw her actually commit suicide, which was very controversial. A lot of people were kind of like mixed, like on the fence, like, I don't think we need to see it. I'm glad we saw it, blah, blah. There's a lot of controversy around how the story of suicide was told.
Right.
Which I think is actually a good thing because I have issues with it too. I think the story of how she came to commit suicide was very linear, cause and effect, and I think it's way more complicated than that, but at least we're talking about it.
Yeah, that's true. That opens up the conversation.
Exactly, and that talk-worthy TV. That's what good TV is all about.
True.
So season 2, that has happened. There's still some aftermath, but other things transpire, and at the end, something happens that is so horrific that I want us to be able to talk about it, but it also opens up conversations about teenage life in general, and I really think that it's worth a watch. And
I think you made your case for that. I
think
I know what I'm watching today.
You might not love it, you might have issues with it, but that's okay, because if it can spur dialogue about stuff that happens in teen life, high school life.
Aww.
Yes.
Okay.
I need somebody to talk about it with.
Man, I need to watch it. Yeah, that needs to happen. Okay.
And there will be a season 3. I believe May or after. I'll let you know.
Well, sold.
Okay.
Watching it. You convinced me.
The worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, worse than... Okay.
I'm not kidding.
All right, you said it. I believe you. I trust you. Okay, so we now need to move on to our Wall of Fame. We're going to induct a new television show.
Oh,
are you ready for a new inductee? I am too, because this is a great one.
Yes.
This is an inspirational one. This is Amazing Race. This is a reality competition show.
Yes.
We haven't had one of these yet.
We haven't done reality
yet.
This is
exciting.
Yes.
Do you know there have been 30 seasons of Amazing Race?
That's amazing.
That is
a race.
Amazing! Exactly. Lives up to its name. So I just want to start off by saying the best thing about this show is this little girl, white girl from America, gets to see other cultures, other ways of living, and it is inspirational. It's touching.
Yes.
It's neat to see. It opens your mind. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. But when you see the way other people live, it just broadens, your way of thinking. And I really thank you for that. If anything, I know it's a competition. I get it. You want somebody to win, you root for somebody, but you get to root for other cultures, other lives, like other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's really cool. I get to see how other people live.
Yeah. Well, what I like about it is it's kind of like an allegory for like American imperialism. Like, these American teams are going all around the world. They're winning competitions and they're like winning stuff. But at the same time, the people who win are usually the ones who are better able to like negotiate cultural difference. So the people who are willing to set aside that like not everyone's going to understand English, so they'll have to find a way to communicate with the locals in that area, talk to them, ask for help. They usually get to their locations faster. The challenges are cool. They're elaborate. This show's kind of like a combination of like Survivor with the cool challenges and also Real World Road Rule Challenge,
which we love.
Right?
Well, I love.
Right?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Just like an amalgamation of all these like cool reality shows that we love, but we get to see, like you said, I love that we get to see different parts of the world.
Oh, that's so
And like the reaction shots of the contestants as they're like in India and they're like, whoa.
This is totally different.
Yeah, I love that.
I love it too. And the challenges that they do give them, whether it's like a roadblock or whatever it is, detour, it's really neat because you also get to see these people challenge themselves. It's just all around a good show. Everybody would love it.
My favorite challenges are the food challenges. Oh, they also remind me of Fear Factor.
Yeah,
Fear Factor. So it's like a combination of that too.
Fear Factor.
Where like stuff that they're eating are like stuff that the local people would totally eat. And you're like, if you've already like encountered different cuisine in your life, you totally have an advantage. You know?
Totally.
One of my favorites was when they had to drink a lot of vodka in Russia.
Oh no!
Like I would totally.
You poor thing.
I'd be awesome at that challenge.
We would nail that. Yeah. And we can't forget about the host.
He's Phil. The best, Phil.
How do you not talk about him? I love him. He's so sweet. He's so enthusiastic. Yes, and when he announces when they win, I mean, like. He makes me excited for even if I'm not rooting for that person. I'm like, yeah, you won.
I get so inspired by those shots of like the wide shots, and then he's like walking in from the distance, and he's like announcing like where the next checkpoint's gonna be.
This man is my hero.
He is.
Really?
He's from New Zealand, I think.
Is he really?
So, yeah.
His beautiful accent.
Yeah,
I mean, he's easy on the eyes.
Yes, he is.
I might have a little crush on you, Phil.
Yeah.
I do want to say that the last or most recent winner was from Big Brother. I watched Big Brother.
Oh,
yes. So they didn't win Big Brother, but it was Cody and Jessica. It's like a showmance. And they got on the show. I swear to you, I was like, they won't win. They'll do well. Very competitive, very good. They freaking won the whole thing.
That's awesome.
It was so cool. Now they're engaged and they're having a baby, and good job. And you just never know who's going to win. Like, there's people you're like, definitely they're athletes, they're going to win. But you never know. It's not just about physical, challenges or whatever. It's about like, working together. It's all encompassing.
Yes. I love the teams that they choose too, because they're like a little microcosm of American society. They'll be like the Globetrotters, and then the mother-son, and then the gay friends,
the yoga
and then the cheerleaders.
And
it's like, it reminds me of those like disaster films from like the 70s where they like put together this group of people.
Remember
and
when
who
they
will
had
survive at the end?
The exes? Like people that were used to be a couple,
like the gimmicky premises. Yes, I love
brothers
that.
And sisters, mothers and So, good job. We're so excited to have you in our Wall of Fame, Amazing Race. Keep going.
And if you want some contestants,
oh my gosh, can you think of anybody better?
Oh my
goodness. Duo is dynamic.
I did not plan that, but I just thought of it right now.
Good call, Dr. S. Yes, we would. Her brains and me. I'll just charm people. I'll just be silly. You're charming too.
Charming.
If that didn't sell you, I don't know what will.
Rewind 30 seconds and just stop it right there.
You know you love
us. Put us on, yes. Yes.
So that has brought us to the end of episode 8.
That went so fast.
Yeah, it really does feel like it did. So this was our Thanksgiving episode. Please subscribe.
Please do.
Because we have so much coming up. We're going to be talking about Game of Thrones. We're going to help you remember everything that went on. So subscribe and then you'll know when our season review is up.
Yes.
And please like us. If you like us, we like you.
We also love comments.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Please keep them coming. We love the comments. I call them love notes.
Yes.
Yes.
That's sweet.
So thank you so much for watching episode 8 of Tori Talks TV. Yes. Happy TV watching and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See you next time on Tori Talks TV.
Yes. Otherwise.
Oh, bless you.
That bubbled. Did you poop yourself?
No. It was just